Hey guys, Megan here. I wanted to kind of do a briefing video because recently I had kind of a significant life announcement to make, which is that I've been officially diagnosed as high functioning autistic and Asperger's, which technically I guess my category is more so like Asperger's, but that's not in the DSM-5 anymore. So the term is high functioning autistic. But I wanted to make this more of a public thing because I think that even though I'm nervous talking about it, because women are missed a lot when it comes to being on the spectrum, because they learn how to hide the fact that they have trouble in the day-to-day. Meaning, like, women are more likely to mirror their peers, and like, which means that, like, okay, well, first off, like, whenever you think of someone who's autistic and or has Asperger's, a common like reference might be like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, and I love Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, but not all not all people with who are on the spectrum are like white males, and it's kind of a shame that our perception of that, of like being on the spectrum, is centered around just one type of person, because a lot of people have the day-to-day problems of like sensory overload, and just like for me, I have trouble with auditory processing problems, and with just like social navigation. Even though, and there's a difference, I can mirror, and like I can, like, mirroring is like essentially just learning how to act like you know what's going on, and learning how to just like fake it so you don't stand out, and so you don't have to explain to other people the like really hard to explain sensation of just not knowing what's going on, which sounds crazy, but in the day-to-day, that has been my reality my whole life, is that I feel lost, and it's not like, now I'm like finally learning an explanation behind it, that I just think differently, and it's been in a way very freeing, but even though it's very personal, I really wanted to be public about it, because women, and I'd imagine like other minorities, like they don't have like a reference point for what it looks like for them, what autism looks like for them, if that makes any sense. And I just wanted to do my part in explaining my experience of what it's like being a woman. So now I kind of want to explain kind of the day-to-day problems that comes with having Asperger's, and then some of the things I really enjoy about my brain. I get overwhelmed by like the sensory environment a lot, which music helps a lot and headphones helps. I've realized that I'm such an intense monotasker that I can't really think and pay attention to seeing at the same time. So it's been very helpful. I've been trying to unlearn eye contact to an extent, because a lot of times when I was like trying to pay so much, I would spend so much energy like trying to look like I was listening, like, like, yeah, nod head, yes, shake head, no, that I wasn't actually listening, and I was just trying to pick up like context clues as to what was going on. So it's like I've found that it's a lot more productive for me to, if I want to hear them, I don't watch them, like because otherwise I get really distracted by like all the signals of the face. So and it's okay. Like if I want to hear a person, I don't have to look at them. Eye contact is something that is a social convention and is taught, and like you don't have to do that. And it's been helping me a lot, realizing that I have a choice with that, and like kind of learning the like the social conventions that I have a choice with. Like if it's harmful for me to do something, then I don't have to do it. It's fine. Um, uh, Versus not. And I'm trying to think. And with auditory processing, which kind of goes with the like only being able to see or hear like one at a time, it's like think of multitasking, but mono is just one. I'm like I can only do one thing at a time because I go like so deeply into things. But with auditory processing like problems, if I'm in an environment where a lot of activity is going on around me, I can't hear. Like it's almost like I'm hearing everything all at the same volume, and like people sound like Charlie Brown, like wah, 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 and like half of the time it ends up just being me trying to figure out without actually hearing, because otherwise I would be asking them to repeat themselves like 5-6 times, and I'm not even kidding. So those are things and there are more like talking at people, and I constantly like disclose too much information in daily conversations, like go way too personal, or like just like, oh man, I gotta take a shit right now. Oh, that's not great to say. Like all the time. And I take, if someone's like, hi, how, I have a hard time in like the passing of like, hi, how are you? And I like take it very literal, and I'll like be like, and I'm like, oh, they just left. But people just say, it seems to be that people just say, hi, how are you? Like, that's basically just hi, just leave it alone. But still, every single time it gets me.